Hello everybody. I wanted to let you know about my latest art course. It starts in just a week's time and it's all about intuitive and abstract work. What is going to happen is that there's a week in which or actually 6 days because it starts on Tuesday. Can't remember why now I set it like that, but there we are. I think it's because I thought everyone's going to be busy getting children back to school and that sort of thing. Anyway, Tuesday, January the 4th is when it starts, and that is all going to have 6 days to analyse your own work and come up with a colour palette that you're going to be working with. So I go into different ways that you can think about that. And then the following 2 weeks and part of the 4th week, you're going to watch me painting live every day at 9:30 GMT. And then unfortunately, I can't really do it any other time to suit different time zones because I'm here in the UK and daylight is really short. And right now, I'm not sure what time it is, but it's about 4 in the afternoon and it's really, really quite dark. So that's when it's going to be, 9:30 in the morning. And I'm going to be painting for an hour and you're going to be able to ask me any questions. There's a Facebook group as well. And at the moment we have, I think, 22 people, including myself, in the group, and so it'll be a really lovely intimate group and you're all going to be able to support each other and share work if you want to. I'm not going to make you do that, it's entirely up to you, but that group is there and that group will stay open for a whole year and you'll have access to the content for a whole year. So if you're somebody that is working really hard during the week away from your art, then you could work on things at the weekend. And even though I'm not available to ask questions of at the weekend, I am available Monday to Friday throughout January for you to ask me any questions, either in DMs on Instagram at Brave in Paint, or through the course platform, or in the Facebook group. So there's lots of different ways, and you can catch up really quite quickly with the work. I think over the weekends, you would have to spend quite an intensive time painting over the weekends if you're not going to be working on it during the week. But again, this is something, I've got a deadline. This is why I thought this would be a great way to make myself do the work in time. So I am going to be aiming at creating a small collection, not a vast collection, although I hope, for me personally, when I've created this small collection, it's going to be a springboard for more work in February, because I have to get ready for a show in very early January, so there's a limit to what I can do if I'm going to get everything framed. But I thought it would be a really lovely way to inspire other people, to show you how I approach a collection. And those of you that saw my Winterland collection, you might know that I painted it on, in fact that's one of them over there, that's one of the ones that haven't sold yet, but I really like it, which is why it's out here, because I've been analysing all this work behind me and coming up with my colour palette. And I'm going to be mixing up my paints later on in the dark, I think. So I'm going off at a tangent slightly now, but the important thing to say is that if you're even slightly interested in working in an abstract or intuitive way, and you've got some time in January, or this is something that you would like sort of either group input, or you just are inspired by seeing what other people do. Because obviously, if people are posting in the Facebook group, that's going to give you some kind of impetus and a spark to create your own work. And you don't have to post in the Facebook group at all. If it's literally only me that you're watching, then I hope you'll still feel inspired. But usually, most people, myself included, if we're excited about what we're doing, we want to share it. So there will be obviously Instagram hashtags that you can promote your work on and show what you're doing as well. So you can completely keep it private, or you can share just in the Facebook group, or you can share in the Facebook group and Instagram, wherever you like. It's entirely up to you. But as I say, you're going to see me creating, and we're going to be doing some exercises at the beginning of week 2 to help you get into this, because the way I see it is that you're not going to come to this with a set idea of what you want to achieve, other than you want to create. And so we're going to draw out from inside you the perhaps emotions or the expressive nature of whatever it is you're feeling, we're going to draw that out onto initially paper and then your preferred substrate. So I'm going to be using wood because it's, for one thing, it'll stay lovely and flat when I'm filming my work, and I really like painting on wood because you can really layer it up and scratch into it if you need to, and it's not going to warp provided you've primed it properly. So that's something I talk about during the course anyway. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm really aware the light's going now, and it's important to say, if I haven't already, that the early bird price runs out at midnight on New Year's Eve. So it's £96 for 4 weeks with me, and then after that it goes up to £150. And the other important thing to say is that your access to the course stays until January 2023. So there's a whole year. If you wanted to do this at some point in the future, then you could join, and then you would get access to everything up until that point. So if you join in the summer, you'll have 6 months access, and you'll still be able to see everything, but I just won't be painting live, but you'll see all the recordings. What else to say? Well, if you've got any questions, let me know. Find me at Brave in Paint on Instagram and ask me there. That would be the easiest way. Other than that, go to braveinpaint.com, ignite your art, and you can read about it. It's ignite and then hyphen your hyphen art after braveinpaint.com, and then you can find out all about it. Okay, the light is really going now, so I must go. I hope some of you will join me.